All right, let's start you out with this from our camera out in the Dalles. It's been missing for a while, but it's back. Fixed.
Where'd it go? Do you know?
Well, it was there, but it was broken. So it was missing from our quiver of sky cams.
I thought it went south for the winter.
If it was smart, it would have, right? But nonetheless, a great sunset over the Columbia River. And then this from the Oregon coast, the green flash visible tonight from Seaside. Jim and Karen Young snapping that picture as the sun was going down. Kind of great to see. Earlier in the day at the coast, Aaron Uford shot this video, this fog bank out by Tillamook Head, just south of Seaside there. Kind of a cool shot, especially when the dogs kind of make their appearance in the frame there. There we go. There's the pooch. Okay, we made it up to 81 today. That was our high. That's our highest temperature of the month, our highest temperature of the year so far, and our highest temperature since mid-October of last year. 80s common in the Portland area. In fact, Troutdale made 83, as you saw there. Look at Medford with 88 and Brookings 86 because they had some offshore winds coming off the Siskiyous, warming them up more than the rest of the coast. But I think we stand a really good chance of getting upper 70s and maybe 80s on the northern Oregon coast during the day tomorrow. Now, our Aprils have been getting warmer. This put together by the folks at Climate Central, looking at our average high temperatures in April in Portland since 1970 through last year. And they've gone up 1.8 degrees. Now you can see the annual variation here. Remember, we had a cool April last year too, so that's this one way back down. But we've had a lot of warm ones as well, and if you average it all out, they have been on the increase. This one has been cold as well up until the last couple of days. Here's a great shot at Mount Hood. This is live. The star is showing. It's still 53 degrees up at 6,000 feet. And the avalanche danger is high right now, as it typically is in the spring with our first warm spell. You can see some crown fractures here from avalanches that happened in White River Canyon, courtesy of Ben McKinley, who was climbing and skiing up on the Y East route during the last couple days. Okay, big area high pressure over us. Jet streams going up and around. That's allowed all the warm air from the south to build back on up into the northwest. That's in the upper atmosphere. At the surface, it's super interesting. Watch what happens here. East winds pouring through the gorge and into the valley. This is 9:30 tomorrow morning. Watch Newport, though. I've got it stopped here. They have offshore winds in the morning. See the arrows blowing that way. Watch what happens as the day goes on. Suddenly you get that little switch, and there are south winds here. Now, you're going to be able to see this kind of move all the way up the coast as like a giant ripple. Ready? Watch. Watch the arrows here. And there it goes. See that? And then suddenly southerly winds, and then the onshore flow will kick back in on Saturday here in the rest of the valley to cool us off after what will be our third 80-degree day in a row. So Sunday, a few showers as that cool system moves in. Then it moves south, rain in California, but the pattern next week is going to be a bit messy, and we have a chance at showers and thunderstorms later in the week as well, but it won't be as cold as the first part of April was, as by next week we're rolling into May, of course, with Monday being May 1st. It is 63 right now, freezing level 13,000 feet. Okay, then tomorrow, very warm, east winds, high of 88, David, so we're going to go with that. We'll stick with that for now. 80 on Saturday, and then back into the 60s and 70s. But again, a whole lot better than the first part of April.
Yeah.